It's been a long enough wait, and finally, we actually have some rumors and some leaks for what the next generation of AirPods may be like. This definitely may feel a little bit premature just because the so-called refresh to AirPods, the wireless charging case, is still not out yet, but rumors are saying it'll be out in about a month. It's right around the corner, we'll get that, we'll be happy. AirPods themselves aren't changing, but the AirPods case now supports AirPower. You can apply your portless challenge to one more device. But on top of that, for a 2019 release, as in next year, we got a rumor saying that the next generation of AirPods will have 3 key new differences. Upgrades, if you will. And the first one being a version of AirPods that works with Hello Siri. I'm not saying the actual key term because then it would set off my devices and yours. So that's why I say in my videos, Hello Siri. And as soon as I read that, I was like, wait, does AirPods, I guess they don't do that? I'm a little bit confused by that rumor or by that feature. Because yeah, I guess it's true that AirPods do not have the Siri feature built into them, the Hello Siri. But I mean, they're playing off of a device, right? And if they're playing off of a device, most likely that device has Siri built into it. Whether it's your iPhone, Siri's on that, or your Apple Watch. But I suppose they could be looking at it as an alternative to tapping either side of the pod to activate Siri, either to skip a song, adjust the volume, and things like that. Because I do suppose not everyone owns an Apple Watch, and I have to try to remember that. And also, the advantage of putting the Hello Siri feature on AirPods is that they have microphones very, very close to your mouth, meaning that even in the loudest of conditions, I bet the AirPods would be pretty good at detecting you. As in, they could probably just detect the vibration in your skull when you speak and determine that you just said Hello Siri and therefore activate, even if you're mowing a lawn or you're at a crowded party. They'd be able to hear you regardless, which, yeah, the more I think about it, the more functional I could see it being. Again, that feature, though, I think would not be as appreciated by Apple Watch owners who can very easily change the volume with their digital crown as it is. And also, even if their phone is not on them, the wrist is right here, very accessible, and Siri's right there if you want to tell it to play a specific song or anything like that. So I suppose that's why the idea of implementing Siri into the AirPods, the Hello Siri feature, just kind of seems redundant, but more functional for people who do not have an Apple Watch. The next big feature, which comes at no surprise, is that they're upgrading the wireless processing chip in the AirPods to the W2 chip, which we've already seen in the Apple Watch Series 3. It's a very straightforward upgrade. The W2 chip works from further away and establishes a more secure connection and can transfer more data between devices wirelessly, meaning that hopefully with this next generation of AirPods, things would sound better and you could be further away from your devices than ever before and still have them work. And perhaps that's why they want that Siri implementation into the next gen AirPods, because if they now work further away than ever before, maybe you're so far away your phone's not going to hear you. But if Hello Siri is built into your AirPods, doesn't matter how far away you are, you could still control your AirPods via that. And the next feature that I actually find very interesting, and I'm actually excited anytime I hear any product is adopting this, better waterproofing technology. This came at a bit of a shock to me because I thought AirPods as they were fairly water resistant. All it takes is a quick YouTube search to see how AirPods last in water. They're designed to survive for a short while, as in 5 minutes and maybe a foot of water. Everything Apple Pro dropped his into a tub of water while playing music, and when he pulled them out, they were still working. They're even designed for an accidental throw in the washing machine, which he also tested. And we found out afterwards that AirPods still survive after a washing machine rinse, and as well as being dunked completely in water. So, because Apple knows AirPods are more expensive than regular earpods, they put an extra level of waterproofing on them, because if your earpods die via water resistance, that's $30. But if your AirPods die via water resistance, that's more like $160. So, kind of a big loss there. But what I'm very curious about is what it means to have an even more waterproof version of AirPods. Could this mean something that's supposed to rival that of the Apple Watch Series 3? Like an IP68 version of AirPods that's if you're wearing these and you jump in water, I mean, you might be fine. The issue you may run into that, though, is that AirPods do not float, they would sink. So even if your AirPods were super water resistant, I would not recommend diving or cannonballing into a pool or lake or anything, because if those fall out of your ears, and I'm guessing that a lot of water could probably knock them out, you're gonna have a hard time getting them back. But I'm glad that they're trying to make things as waterproof and possible. In fact, I think that's a really interesting throwaway feature to just kind of tell people that, hey, this new product also is now water resistant. And with AirPods especially, it's kind of well, do we need them to be? Regardless, I can just relax a little bit more and not have to worry about technology around water, which is very refreshing given that most technology cannot survive around water. But I'd kind of be satisfied if they were the new iPads are now water resistant. It's well, I never used my iPad in water, but I can now. In fact, I'm gonna start doing that. Can you imagine if the next MacBook was water resistant? We would be well, that's Weird. I might actually try this now. Time to edit a video in the shower. Don't worry, that's not happening. But regardless, what I'm interested about these leaks and rumors for the next generation AirPods is they're not anything I predicted, which Apple is very much known for, doing surprising things that we didn't expect. And then the more I think about it, I go, yeah, you know, why don't AirPods have Hello Siri? I was already very confused as to why they didn't have the W2 chip. The other thing that excites me is that, you know, having an always listening microphone, that takes a lot more battery. That's why I don't think that they could implement the Hello Siri feature in current AirPods via software update. They probably just don't have the battery for it. So maybe with this next generation of AirPods, they're finding a way to stuff a larger battery in both of them, meaning that perhaps battery life is in fact longer. And the rate at which each AirPod degrades over time with that lithium battery will be a lot slower because they found a way to make the computer part of it smaller, making more room for the battery. On top of that though, I still hope they don't disregard what people really want from AirPods, which is more colors. Still, one of the heaviest criticisms of AirPods is just the way they look, and most people who wear AirPods are kind of like, yeah, I don't care how they look. They work really well. I like them, so I'm just gonna keep wearing them. But a lot of people would agree if they came in different colors, like perhaps a black color, or some people who have commented on my channel really would like to see aluminum AirPods so that they're not as dirty as current AirPods are. Another growing complaint I see about AirPods is just people saying that, you know, they collect dirt and earwax very easily, and with that harsh white, it's very noticeable. Perhaps if they were made of metal and maybe charged a little bit more for them, people would be okay with it because cleaning them might be easier and they might not get as dirty. But my advice to Apple is to just heavily diversify that lineup, because you found your success. People really like AirPods. They're rumored to be the top selling wireless pair of earbuds this year. And ask any YouTuber, they can already see AirPods everywhere. They're super popular. So now that you've captured that audience, diversify that lineup. Make premium versions, maybe make budget versions, make multiple colors, and that can even encourage people to buy more than one pair. I already have my pair, but if Apple made a certified black version of it, yeah, I'd probably buy into that. Or space gray, or aluminum. They should have a different color AirPod for every color of iPhone there is. That would be amazing. Anyway, let me know what you think of the next generation of AirPods in the comments below. What do you want to see happen? And on top of that, do you think it will happen? One prediction I would like to make is that the next generation of AirPods in 2019, while of course supporting AirPower charging, will not have the lightning port on it. It will be another move towards getting people used to not having ports, just like the Apple Watch works. No ports on that, wireless only. Bring that to the AirPods. This is your Apple Shape here, and I will see you in the next one.